Okay, we are live. Hi, we got Thomas and we got Rachel here. Thank you for coming. Thomas, let me bring you up, Thomas. I'll bring
Sure,
Thomas
man.
up here.
Hey, no worries, no worries, man. No worries. Chill.
Put you
Man.
in top row. Let me come below here. So let me see. We've got Thomas on my right and Rachel.
Hi.
Hi.
First time on live.
First time on live. Yeah, thank you for coming
Yeah.
on.
Oh, you've been on
Rachel.
Instagram live
Thank-
before, for sure.
Mm.
Okay, but in Chinese,
I'm-
So I have to apologize first for my improper English.
No, it's fine.
Hi, Chuyang.
Chiang say yo.
Yo, yo,
Yo,
Yo, what's up from Penang, my man? I want my
Yeah.
coffee, man. And
Anybody in
I'm going to bring
Penang?
you a nice bottle of champagne. Do you
Yeah,
cut some
please
on?
go and please
Do
go
you
look
cut
up
some on? I
Chiang
owe you one,
and,
Chuyang. I'll bring up for you.
at the top. Yeah. So we got Puvan, we got Mark saying after 30 how say for long, then you become highly successful.
No worries, we have after 30 Thana here to give you opinions.
Yeah, man.
I think after 30 lah. I'm the oldest here,
Hey,
unfortunately.
Derek. Hey, Gary Chin.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Hi, everyone.
So we're here to entertain you guys. Hey, is alcohol allowed in this show? No?
I've got something called Summersby, but inside got wine lah. I got Moscato here.
Oh.
Look at my pony. Oh my god.
Moscato
Okay,
Grand
this is 20 years old, 30 years old. For 30 years old don't really care. 40 years old must hide your alcohol. So you
This is below 10, isn't it?
You know what? Today I actually read through the Evo Club rules guidelines, and I actually found it very funny. I'm not sure who came up with this. Sorry, kids, adults only here.
I mean that alcohol should be okay, right? We're not promoting alcohol. Hey, Daryl, yep. Daryl is an old friend, man. Hey, man. Yeah.
Hi.
So got Gary
40,
Chin here
50.
says it's after 40, nearing 50. It's okay. Everybody welcome. I guess the idea of this show came about because I felt a bit depressed because people are just at home, people are just stuck, and people are just like lost. What do I do? And we figured if we can kind of share our experiences where we've been before, what we've done, people get some motivation and to go out there and make your side hustle. Side hustle, it's more of a mindset for you to think about what can I do to be more than who I am, and who knows, in the process you may learn to do other things, knowledges and stuff. So. Yeah, let me rearrange.
So I am here to listen, not to
Yep.
give opinions. Okay.
No. You
No,
are all
what yesterday. You're supposed to give opinion. You're supposed to scold Uncle
Okay.
Thana and Coco Thomas if you all talk cock. Okay.
Hey.
Macam
I uncle lah.
this is I'm still silently not accepting my uncle role, but I still accept it.
You're already there, bro. Okay, so we're gonna go to the intro of Horizon, and we're gonna start our session on side hustles for the under 30. And if you're 40 or 50, doesn't matter. You can still learn something. Okay, guys?
Let's do it.
Welcome back to Horizon. Yeah,
Amen.
Hi.
I don't know
What's
how
up?
I don't know how you do, Thomas, to do every week a show. It's not easy to kind of come back every week fighting and doing a show, but I'm thankful for those joining us. We got 60 people who are now live with us. Thank you for coming on your Saturday evening. And there's a question here. I think this is a very important question. Thomas Yap, how many side chicks do you have?
I got 3 side chicks.
Oh,
One is called Sienna.
Kitty.
One is called Baby B. Then one is called Trixie. Okay, so Sienna is a 5-year-old because it's a 2015 Porsche Boxer Spider.
Wow.
Baby B is a 30 years old chick. 30 plus is this 1988 BMW E30 308i. And then the oldest one is my Mini Cooper lah, Trixie lah. So
Sorry.
yes.
haven't
What's
include your real pussies.
Oh wait, I got one cat here. But it's a boy, bro. It's a boy. Gucci. Hey, why is no hums up now, yo? Ayo.
Oh.
Coming from Rachel some more.
Show
Beta.
now.
Hey, Hey,
think-
Bobby,
I
you
think it's
train
from the
Rachel
level,
too much, is it? You hang around with Bobby too much. You hang around with Bobby too much.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Hey, Thomas, again, what are the names again? So what is the spider?
Spider is Sienna.
Sienna.
Sienna. Sienna.
Oh, Sienna. Okay, Sienna. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
And
Baby
then
B.
your what?
Baby B for my
Baby
BMW.
B. BMW.
Oh, baby B. Okay, BMW. Okay.
Yeah. And then
You?
the third one is Trixie. Or Beatrice, because it's British, Beatrice.
Oh,
So
Beatrice
it's
is
like
okay.
when the outside looks like auntie, very old school, you know, like. But then when you're driving, it's so fun. It's like
Yeah.
when you know the person well, you start calling them by nicknames. Trixie is a nickname for Beatrice, right? You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Then we
Yeah.
have Gucci.
Gucci is a boy, by the way.
You want to hear a
Gucci is a
Oh.
joke?
boy.
I've never in my life named a car.
So
Well,
boring lah, you,
that
Thana.
move, it's good move. The good news is that when you name a car, there's excitement. If like, no, I believe cars are they are very Shinto Buddhism kind of thing, right? They all got spirits, right? But I also think it's a bad thing because you get so done emotional when you want to sell them. Like when I sold my M235, I called Maggie. When it was time to sign the papers, and I asked the dealer, can you give me 15 minutes to drive the car? And I was spending 45 minutes in the car because I pulled inside the road and just wept in the car because she was my best friend for 3 years, you know. And it was tough entrepreneurial journey, and when I just need space to think and just be alone, and she's just there for me all the time. So, you know, it's tough to let go of a car if you name them. So that's the bad news.
Wow. I've never named my cars, but somehow I'm always attached to the cars and I get emotional. For some reason, my wife is more emotional about the cars that I let go than myself. And then, but
You know,
all
girls
the
being
cars that I've
girls.
sold, she was the one who said sell to her the cars. So I don't know. So how are you, Rachel? How are you today?
What do you think about me
You're
today?
always beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
I love the picture behind you. Can you just go aside to show us the picture behind you?
Okay. Oh, which side should I
Ah,
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah, the Ferrari SF90 Strada.
Okay, I'm gonna cover myself.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
And
So
I
again,
never got
today
to-
we are talking about side hustles. And I guess, how do you define side hustle? I mean, Rachel, for you, side hustles, what do they mean?
more income, extra
More
income
income.
for me. Of
Multiple
course.
income sources, I guess, I know.
Multiple. Yes.
Yeah. And
And
do you mean,
it's a salvation for certain people, lah, you know. Right.
yeah. And I guess it's a very important mindset, I guess, in today's
Yes.
day and age. Like I would say our parents, I must say my parents lah, because we're all different age group. And if you guys didn't guess correctly, I'll put up our faces side by side, and I want you to guess our ages here. So this was interesting. So we've got Rachel, we've got Thomas, and myself. So Rachel, you want to say how old you are?
I'm 12. Nah, terbalik, I'm 21.
Yeah. The interesting thing here is we made the show called Hustles for Under 30. Rachel is 21. And plus 11 of that, you get Thomas. Thomas is 32. And plus 11 of that exactly is myself. I'm 43.
Hey,
So all three
you
of us
like my
are
new
11 years apart.
you like my new filter, no? Instagram filter, no? It's an Instagram filter. No, I'm just kidding.
So,
I'm just messing around.
So I think it's a good to have all of us here because we all can give a different insight about the mentality. Rachel is a fresh graduate, obviously, as you know, joined us in Evo Club and Horizon. Fantastic addition. We got Thomas here, highly successful entrepreneur, businessman, speaker, all-around good friend, and someone that I myself look up to. Fantastic guy. He has a way of looking at things as half full and how do you maximize your life. So I really appreciate Thomas and what he brings to the table. And again, guys, if you have any questions, please, by all means, go ahead and talk about side hustle. So Thomas, what was your first hustle?
My first hustle. Let me see. When I think about a kid, I hardly have any hustles when I was a kid. You know, but I was 20 years old. I was still having party, having fun, getting drunk and stuff. So I'm not didn't have much hustle in me until 3 years getting into in the corporate life. So for me, when you ask Rachel, like, what is a side hustle or what is a hustle? And I know it's a very modern word now, but I think it's more like a mindset, you know. So I tell you a quick story how it all. My first hustle. how it started. Okay, it was 6:45 in the morning. I was in my Honda City, the IDSI, and I was crying, and I was really crying. I was so angry. I was hitting my head on the steering wheel. Okay, I parked in Life Center, but I worked in Shangri-La Hotel.
How old were you back then?
It was 2012. I didn't count my age, but I think 23. I think, but I was crying. I was hitting my head on it. Why? Because I was working 8 days back to back. I was working shift work. There's only 2 duty managers on the roster. I was one of them. So I have to be on work or the other person to be on work. So there was no end to it. I was tired. All I wanted to do was to sleep. I was working 18 hours a day, 16 hours a day. I was so freaking tired. I wanted to quit then, but I couldn't because by end of the month, I only had enough money to pay everything else and a little bit left. And I promised myself that day, if there is a better way to live a life, I'm going to open my heart and my mind to the opportunity, even though if I don't like it. So what I'm trying to say is that side hustles are not always pleasing. Sometimes it's a commitment to yourself. Like, hey, what am I willing to do to, how open am I to change my life? Not in the way I think I know, not to try to control it. Like, are you open? Open your heart and your mind to it. And 2013, late 2013, my dad's friend called me and talked me about network marketing and direct selling. And I was like, no, I'm not big thing. But I said, wait, I promised myself if there's a better way to live life, I'll say yes to it. So I explored that, and this is how I got my first side hustle. It wasn't a thing like, like people tell those stories like, from young I knew I'm going to be a businessman. I never had that mindset. It was just that I realized that there must be a better way to live life. There must be a better way to help more people and touch more lives than just, whatever I'm doing lah. And some people might say that, hey, maybe you can suffer, you can take it in the corporate world. But people say, Thomas, maybe you're such a, you're so soft, you can't take the corporate world. Maybe they're right, But I just know for me, I can't do that. It's so suffocating. It felt so stuck that I cannot control my income. I cannot enjoy the things I like to enjoy because I love cars. Like since growing up, I love cars. And I make my calculations like, hey, I think I never own any of the cars I love, Calculate up and down. That's not going to happen. So I said, enough. And even though my dad, my mom, and everyone said no, I just took the plunge, because I knew that I rather it's a weird, a very cinematic kind of very cheesy way to say it, but I'd rather die fighting, than to just I'd rather die standing than to fight than to die on my knees, right, or something, or begging. And I think that's how it all started. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't like some gladiator or super king, moment. It was just me realizing that there is something out there that's better. And it's been a journey. And I think it's more of a mindset lah. Hustling, I know in American term, it's like you're dealing drugs and stuff. But in a way, yes. But in another way, you can think it's like I'm working hard. I'm just working hard. I'm going through the trenches. I'm figuring things out. And I think that's for me what a hustle is lah. And for me, that's why anytime I get a cold call from someone, I don't get pissed at them. I don't try to scold them on the cold calls. I talk them politely. I tell them they're doing a good job. Because I respect the hustle, man. If you want to be successful in sales, for example, you got to respect everyone who's doing sales.
Yes, correct.
True.
And learn. I guess
you want to have success in your life, you got to, even people you don't like, you got to celebrate for them, because success comes in many forms. If I think that's what I'm trying to say, and I'm just saying with a lot of love, guys, because each and every one of you here have the potential to figure things out, and there's so many cars to enjoy. My car guys, come on, let's figure it out so we can enjoy more cars together, Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
And it's
Great
and it's
story.
interesting you say that people shut their ears or mind to opportunities out there. Saying one is, I can't do that, or excuse
it's too difficult. People are going to say this.
Or he's staying in KL. I mean, there's always excuses. There's always something to say that why you can't do that. But it's also a reason why you can do that, because what you've come through as a background,
Yeah. Or you can change it to I have to do it. I have to do it because I know people who are like, oh, I can't do this because of my kids. Or you can say, I have to do it because of my kids, right?
Yeah.
It's just the way you change your story. Just change your story. Change the story, man.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
So it's just what stories you carry, and the best part is, hey, we get to choose our stories, man. All of us do, we can't change what happened, but you can change how you want to relate to it. And yeah, that's what I mean by hustle. There's a spirit, it's a mindset, you know. Get what you want, you know, and get the support, you know. Don't be afraid to fail. But I think most of all, the most important thing is like open up your heart and your mind to opportunities. You know, you can still, in the end of the day, you can still say yes and still say no. It's always up to you. But if you close your heart and mind, you're never going to open yourself up to it. You know, so and because of that one decision I made when I was so depressed and so like wanted to want to hit myself in the head. Today I live comfortably. I get to meet amazing people around the world. I've traveled to India a lot of amazing friends in India. I run trainings in. I went to Australia, went to Singapore. You know, just being able to help more people. You know, that's what I want to do. You know, and now I'm here with Horizon. You know, get to express my passion in cars and just talk to people. I talk to cool people like Rachel and you, and all of you guys in the comments over here. Yeah.
Yep. And
okay, I'm gonna
I think,
do myself. Yes, I'm gonna. That's what I mean by hustle.
so Rachel, let's come
Yeah.
to you now. So for you, hustle, what does that hustle mean? Like obviously you're very young, just graduated, came out, and I think when Bobby met you and took you into Horizon, I think his words were, this girl has got the drive, the passion, and I think we all saw it when we met you also. What does hustling mean to you?
I guess it can sums up in one sentence, which is to jump out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
Wow.
That's my perspective lah. Because many people in my age, they are either studying or seeking for jobs opportunities out there, sending out resumes, just to live a very decent life, or as what they say, to prepare for a better opportunities in the future. But majority of them are still trying to live in their comfort zone. I can say somehow including myself lah. But at some point in our life, especially this age, it's either do it or never do it. It's either we wait for the perfect timing, or we just do it. For example, I have couple of friends where they are very they are very they score high score in their studies. They have high level of education level, but they decided to jump out of their comfort zone and started their own business. It's either they started to sell some products, or as what Thomas mentioned, they started to become a salesperson or marketing person, just to jump out of their comfort zone. And at the end of the day, it's not about your education level. It's about how you deal with different situations, different obstacles. And majority of my friends, they just trying to stay in their comfort zone, finish their studies, either 2 years of diploma or 4 years of degree, and then find a decent job, and that's it. And at the end of the day, when pandemics hits, or any unexpected situation hits, you have nothing to do, and then you stand there, you are looking at those people who started to have a better life, a more stable life than you are, where you thought you are going to have a stable life, but actually you are not, especially in this very uncertainties situations. So what I'm trying to say is that many people may think that they're in their comfort zone, they can find a very stable job, but when something unexpected happens, you are the one who are unstable. You get what I mean, right?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So I always say that you always got to have plan B for yourself. That is my main point and concern lah. Yeah.
I mean, the old economy was you go get a job in a bank and be stable. That doesn't apply anymore today. Working in the government, it's a bad idea.
Exactly.
I'm not saying no to it, but I guess you got to have the mindset, and a mindset like what Thomas says, about saying no to opportunities. Never say no to opportunities. There's something out there. You got to open your eyes, open your ears, and see what is there. What are the pain points out there? And what Rachel said, don't be in your comfort zone. I'll share one small story about myself, about comfort zone. I got this thing about being challenged, about being challenged. I hate being challenged. And one of the things I do is don't, bro, please, I beg you, don't challenge me. and I have this thing about fear. So a long time ago, I have a fear of dancing in public. Like, go to a club and you dance public. I got a fear of that. I said, no way in hell. But one of my friend's sister
Liquid
wanted
courage.
to
Liquid
go to
courage.
salsa. So I accompanied her, and next thing you know, she dropped out, and I continued, and I broke my fear of dancing in public. That's why I learned salsa.
Wow.
So I learned salsa not to dance in public, but to break the fear of dancing. I can't swim very well, but I want to break the fear, so I learned diving. So I dive now. I'm a dive. That's why I dive. So a lot of things in my life I did because it scared me, and I did it. And I did it. I'm like, kept done it. And I think what Rachel said was very important, because if it scares you, you know what? There's some truth in that. That's a reason why you should explore that and say there's something in there. It makes you a better person. When I was young, I stutter, and even now, once in a while, my close friends, I stutter because it's my mind speaking very fast and I stutter. But I told myself, you know what? I'm gonna break the fear. I began to like go to that spot, that zone, and I just zone out and I speak. And now for a living, I mean, I'm a director of finance, but for a living, I speak to my colleagues around the world, and this is what I do. I go on video calls and I talk to people around the world. So it's become something that I do because I break that boundary and I do it. And I think hustle to me is about that. It's about breaking mentality and all that.
True.
And this is a good segment to introduce our sponsor for today. Our sponsor obviously is Horizon. And I want to show you a couple of things, obviously. If you haven't heard about Horizon, we've got Evo Club opportunities. I must do the plugin. Sorry, guys, you must listen to all this plugin, okay? Because it's a valid one. Because first of all, we've got the Evo Club Car Wash. So the Evo Club Car Wash, as you know, is an opportunity for you to be your own business owner. You can actually go out there and join in and to set up a business to either be mobile or set up an actual physical location for you to be your own business owner. And it's fantastic because the app that we have now allows us to give you your business, and you get to be not in one location, in many locations, because you go after your business instead of business coming to you. So a fantastic opportunity.
I'll add on to that though. Thana, if you don't mind. Sorry if I
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You see, the one thing I got really inspired by Bobby is that when he talked about Evo Club, right? He wants to create Evo Club as a one-stop shop. And people who like cars run the community. People who like cars, actually, we talk to people who like cars, right? We're in the community. Like the idea that we go for drives is like we go as friends. But so it doesn't matter what car you drive, we go as friends. Hell, we got Suzuki Swift, there's a Peugeot 208, whatever, or 206, whatever. We don't care. Like we just have a good time driving together, but we're friends first. The same thing happens in the vision of what Bobby was talking about, Evo Club. It's like, how would it be nice that someone washing your car actually loves cars? Someone who's actually helping you renew your insurance also so happen to enjoy cars like you.
Yep.
Now, the thing about Evo Club Car Wash is that, number one, if you like cars and you're thinking about getting into the business, this is one possibility, okay? Number one, it helps you explore the passion. You can meet more people with cars because you're going to wash cars with most people who are going to sign up for this car wash are people who are already in Evo Club. So they're likely car enthusiasts, right? Number two is that you get to own the business without any capital upfront, okay? But of course, you have to sort of like, you have to earn your part, right? You don't have a stable income and stuff like that. You start off a bit like business. But the fact is, you have to pump in 20,000 ringgit for the car, everything. Maybe if it could be 25, 30,000 ringgit more. Someone's investing for you, right? And you get the leverage of Evo, which reaches out to 5 million plus viewers per month. So that we're looking for operators, right? I think Bobby is asking for operators, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
But the point is that you get to have an opportunity to have a stake in the business with your sweat equity. Okay, it's sweat equity, so you can use your hard work in exchange for equity, not for salary, but for equity. Now, if you ask me, equity is more important than salary. All right. So think of it like, would you rather pay rent, or would you rather pay so that you can own the property? For example, think about that. So Evo Club opportunity is like that, So those guys who like cars, you're gonna meet car people, you're gonna meet different kind of cars. You never know. One day you might washing some guy with a 458. Suddenly next day washing some guy with a I don't know, Lamborghini Aventador. Next day washing a guy with a super tune-up Golf GTI. Maybe one day you washing up a super old school Corolla KE70. You never know, right? And it's something for you guys to consider. Evo Club opportunity car wash. I think Bobby has set up a really good deal. So if you guys are thinking about like, hey, I want to figure out a way to earn money. I've lost my job. I want to hustle somewhere. Take a look at this. I think it's really something worth looking at. Yeah.
And also the second opportunity in Evo Club, we've got the Evo Club Insurance. You spoke about that, Thomas. You want to just elaborate on that before we go to the commercial break?
Yeah, look, put it this way: people need insurance to drive cars, right? You want to go into a business, right? You got to figure out first, like, what people need already. Like, this is not even I want to have insurance. The law states that you need to have insurance to drive, right?
It's a must.
So, how many customers you have out there? You go figure out yourself. I don't know how many motor cars out there, right? You can stand on the side of the road and just count, right? You can even the MCO you can find. Don't tell me you cannot find 1,000 customers. And your pitch is so simple. Hey, you want to save money on your car insurance? No? And I got a friend who does insurance, and his pitch is so simple. When he does life insurance, he's just like, hey, what I do, I help people save on their life insurance premium. He said, what? You're selling life insurance? Yeah. That's my job, because some people are over-insured, or some people the insurance policy don't work for them.
Yep.
Then when you meet him up, you are motivated to meet him. Now you got a company, probably the only company in Malaysia right now that does go by mileage one. Great business opportunity, right? And here's the best part: you renew them, you make friends with them because they're car enthusiasts. Then next year to renew again, who do they call? They call you lah, right?
Yep.
Right? And I think it's 5% is the 5% of commission from the premium. And it may not be big, but you can start as a side hustle. You can work full time at somewhere, get a stable income, and build a repertoire of customers. Yeah. Look, I get excited about earning money. I don't know. I'm sorry that it's not the wine talking, man. It's just we talk about money, talk about business, hustle.
Hey, cheers, bro. Cheers, bro.
It's my thing. I finished my wine really loud. I'm sorry. But what I'm saying is that yes, you get to partner with a company that's a very innovative, very forward-thinking product. Go and sell it. And you don't have to think of selling. Just think of build relationship with car people. Take note when they're going to renew their car, and then give them a call 1 month before they renew and say, "Hey, bro, you going to save 40% of your insurance?" I mean, who's going to say no on that, right?
We got a comment here from Forged for Speed. Tonight's competition will be who gets drunk faster. Vote now for Thana or Thomas.
Me, Rachel.
Drinking water. You're drinking unicorn water, lah.
Is vodka in there?
Okay, guys, we're going to go to our first commercial break, and we come back. We're going to go through your side hustles that we think are something we can actually do by your own. Okay, so and this one is a good one. This commercial, it's a pretty good commercial. So yeah, enjoy.
Save about 500 bucks. You save about 1,000 plus.
To work out cheaper for me.
34,000.
215, even more.
Facebook for 200 plus. 400 bucks of savings.
Hi, my name is Rachel. I just graduated from my college. I may look very happy right now because someone is filming me. But deep down inside, I'm actually worrying about my financial status. But lucky for me, I have a caring boyfriend and I believe he can help me.
Bibi,
Hello, baby.
you wait very long
No lah, not long already.
Bibi,
Yes, what it is?
there's something that I want to tell you.
What's that?
At this period, right, I don't have enough money, and my car insurance is expiring soon.
And then?
Can you...
Last month I bought the dress. Then last week I bought her favorite bag. Then now she wants me to pay her insurance. Viviya, I'm a fresh grad as well. I don't think I can pay for your car insurance.
Then how, like...
Baby!
Is it because he bought a ring that's why he can't pay for my car insurance?
Baby! Baby, don't go! Mr. Pro? Mr. Pro! Oh, you're here! Mr. Pro, you're here! Come save me and my girlfriend. Mr. Pro, you can save us, right?
Not only I can save you, I can also save your girlfriend. What's your car model?
Berdua beza.
What's your car mileage?
25,000?
What's your car insurance cost?
1,000 ringgit.
What if I tell you I can help you to save up to 40% from your car insurance?
Oh, how?
We're back.
Oh my god.
So epic, man. That was good job.
Embarrassed.
Brilliant commercial, I tell you.
It captures attention, makes you want to watch it.
Baby.
So it happens that I'm the director, I'm the script writer, I'm the actor.
Now you know the Sampat idea come from who lah.
Okay lah. HP
No,
is
it's good,
the main
it's
director. HP.
Okay,
And
we got some.
We got
Yep.
one comment. HP Tan in a helmet. It's actually not HP. A lot of people mistaken that as HP. It's actually Chiang. Yeah, Chiang is more skinnier and yeah.
We got some comments. We'll go to the comments. But go ahead. CY say, how you gain interest in cars? Is it before entering Horizon or after Horizon? This is for Thomas, I think.
Thomas?
Oh, since I was young lah, my dad and I love cars, and my dad had Ford Capri, he had K70, Mazda 626, and you know, I grew up both of us loving Subaru STIs, you know. But then when I sat in my BMW the first time, I was like, oh man, I want a BMW.
And
about you,
Montano
Thana?
has a nice comment lah. I thought Thomas was 40 years old.
I know I look older than
You know, sometimes
That-
people say I may look like 28 years old.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's a good
Okay.
thing.
For girls, it's not, sorry.
Yes, La Roche graduate. Me and Chu Yang, we graduate from the same school, La Roche.
And we got Derek saying, thank you sharing. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks, Derek.
Okay. And then Bobby Ang obviously loves Thomas too much.
Thomas.
And no one
Gotta be
says yes,
careful,
I
yeah.
love you +1. You know. Very
Thank you,
inspiring story.
Bobby.
Oh, we got Poon saying he want to buy his property, want to afford, went out of the comfort zone, and he's happy he worked out. So yeah, so a lot
Yeah,
of good.
yeah.
Clap for you. So
Okay, so do
inspiring.
we E30? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Thomas so inspirational. His E60 remains strong from it and not from detailing. Huh?
Yeah. Well, I my car is going to go through a respray, and I won't share what color first. We're going to go through MCO's halted everything. So yeah, stay tuned for updates about that one. I'm so excited because I get to be part of the whole respray process and then get to detail the car again and stuff. Yeah.
Is it going to
Yeah.
be
Anyway.
a brand new color?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and talk about today's topic here about hustling. I guess to me, in today's age during pandemic, what can you do? I mean, what can you get into? I mean, obviously.
I got many ideas.
Oh, okay, let us start with you, Thomas. What we do?
No, let's start with Rachel because I speak a lot now. Thana or Rachel,
It's
give me the
okay.
floor. Let's keep going on.
Well, I think for me, in today's world, being stuck at home, we got to look at online services. I mean, what's online and what can you do? Because not everybody is able to go in front of a phone or cell, but on the computer, all of us can do that. And one mine was hourly services. And you got a Fiverr, you got Upwork, and these are things you can go online and offer your services. So you could be a good typist, you could be someone who can actually type, or someone who can actually offer PA services. I've actually engaged on Fiverr myself to do artwork, so graphic design for logos. I was doing a website and I went there and I went for a $5 job, came to be a $100 job. So it just went up, you see. So I think people do go there, and once you get recognition, they'll go there. And I think if you see in the Evo Club, it's a lot of us like post things like, on TikTok and do videos and a lot of stuff you're doing, all are creative, and people are not using that to their advantage. Try out, you never know. And in today's market, it's online. And I think you spoke, Thomas, about earning in US dollars versus ringgit in Malaysia,
Yeah. I think because a lot of people who are in Fiverr, a lot of them, sometimes they, on their local currency, they're paying for the job. Let's say they need someone to design some graphic, right? Or edit some videos, and then you can post it on Fiverr. They're paying you in what they think is relevant for their market, but you're working in Malaysia. So let's say someone says, I'm going to pay you $3 $3 an hour. For them, it's like daylight robbery. But here it's like, hey, 12 ringgit an hour is not too bad, right? Let's say you're under 30 years old and you have extra 5 hours, right? Okay, fine. Go and figure it out. Do 20 hours a week, right? 20 hours a week is $60 US. They also 240 ringgit per week. And then per month you're banking 1,000 ringgit.
And the more you do, the more you get higher in grading, and you can charge twice the money, and you go up in ranking. Yep.
Yeah, and sure, you got to give up some nights. You're going to give up some days that your friends are going out partying. Well, you can't go party anyways now, and you're earning $240 a week. Why not? And you do it from the comfort of your home. You can figure $5 US, $8 US. I think like what Tong An is saying, 3-5 years of hustle and sacrifice, investing can literally save up the rest of life. Yeah, take those money. And it's something I want to say as well for people who hustle. And something that I failed to done in my first few years in my business. One of the guys I follow a lot, and he coached a lot of my team as well. This guy named Jivan Sahadevan, right? He says, he's a business coach, right? Yeah, he says, minimum 20% of the money put aside for investing. Don't touch for anything else but investing. And he's totally right. Work hard, earn the money. I earn $1,000 US extra, 1,000 ringgit per month extra. I take 20%, I invest it. The discipline is a discipline of I'm not sure what to invest in, just put the money aside. I'll figure out the investment in the future. So yes, I do agree with Tom. Yep.
That is also something that I'm looking forward to at the age.
I think it's a discipline. That discipline,
early 20,
that discipline helped me so much. The 20%,
because in our early 20s, right, we are just figuring out how to earn money, but we are not sure about how to spend the money and how to spend it well. It's a totally different story. We just know, we have that mindset of gaining more money. We have to earn more money, and then how to have side hustles and stuff. That mindset is there, but how do you keep that money and make it a better income for the future? It's a brand new story. So it is something that you have to take lesson to. You have to learn. You have to study a lot in order for you to make the right decision. For us, right?
Actually, the funny ironic thing is that the more you try to earn to capture money, the more difficult life will be. And the funny thing is that I learned this from one of my mentors. Cash is trash.
Cash is trash.
Yeah, keep cash. What does bank do? What does cash do in your bank? Nothing. It right? You get so little interest. That is provided you put in FD. But if you don't put in FD, what do you get? Like point something %, right? So the point I'm trying to make is that is the goal is not to earn money. The goal is to earn the money or earn the cash flow so you afford a different opportunity, right? So let's say if I can increase my income by, some people say, 1,000 ringgit is not a lot of money. Hey, 1,000 ringgit for 12 months consistently, you get a credit rating of additional income of 1,000 ringgit. Now, what can you do with that money? Real estate investment? Could you leverage that money for a business opportunity? So we cannot think so much of just the money. It's like the money is just a means for something. And I think I really want to share this message because money is not the end all. Money is not the end all, But the skill, the character, that who you become, the ideas you generate is more powerful than the money. So like I would say that in your pursuit of earning additional 5,000 ringgit a month, okay, whoever you are listening out there, for example, that character is more valuable than the 5,000 ringgit you earn in your pocket.
Yep.
And your ability to then use that money to, there's so many aspects of it. But what I'm trying to say is that when people get fixated around money, that's when they lose it. They really lose it because they think everything is about the money and they're so afraid to spend the money, or they think money is something that will like free them, but it's not, and I say this on now we are live on camera. I'll say that I've got myself to a level where I can earn 1 million ringgit a year, but nothing's gonna make you feel like you're fulfilled in life.
Exactly.
Right? But it's also like I didn't have to handle my tax, for example, and I screwed myself up. I earned so much money and I can't even, and I had no money to pay tax in the end of the year. Like I already messed up before, So money doesn't make you happy, But what I'm trying to say is like you gotta be smart about using money versus trying to own as much money as possible. That's what I'm trying to reflect on what Rachel is saying. So the game is not to own as much money as possible. The game is to figure out how to earn the money and then how to use the money. That's the game. So a lot of people think it's like, how do I earn money? How do I keep all the money? That's not the point. How do you earn it and how do you use it?
It's like
Both
it's like
in the way
it's like
to,
the fact,
invest and make money, and both in the way to use it so you're happy as well.
it's like
Right?
it's like getting, if let's say you could receive 1,000 ringgit today from somebody, that's not nothing. But if you have developed an income stream of 1,000 ringgit, that's cash flow. And to develop 1,000 ringgit, you have developed your mindset of making the 1,000 ringgit. That's actually also mindset of to make more money in the future. So just attempting that, I mean, this again on Fiverr or Upwork, a lot of things out there you can do. But trying to go there and trying just to attempt to sign up, attempt to sell a service, attempt to do something, will let you think about future stuff. And that, I say, the cash flow is king. Cash flow quadrant, you learn all about it. And yeah, having cash flow, it's ultimately
How
what
do
it
you
comes
use
down
the
to.
cash to make more cash flows? That's the game. Not about having cash, not having a big, like 1 million ringgit in a bank account. What's the point, right? But how do you have more flows, right? And I'll say this, that it's more important to develop the character. Like, who cares? Like, you earn 5 ringgit an hour trying to do a side hustle, and maybe you failed your first hustle, but the experience you get, the next hustle, you will need it, right? Or the character you become is more valuable than the money. That's why I've always respected people who hustle. That's why, like, friends starting business, I buy their products, because I respect the game. I respect the game. Who they will become is more valuable than the money they will earn.
We'll take some
And
comments.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you're saying?
No, I'm just trying to say that I just want to encourage everybody that even what Thana is suggesting is like, it's only like
It's just the option.
few
It's just
bucks an hour. But don't discount the cash flow credit you have, number one. Number two, the character that you become. Right?
That's why we began the topic talking about under 30, because when you're young, you got nothing to lose, and you're more open to the idea of trying new things. But that doesn't mean anybody of any age can try it out. Anybody can try this, and you open yourself up to opportunities. What can you do? What people are wanting out there? That's the mentality. So we got Mark Francis here who says, agree, cash is trash. Yeah, in a way it is, because you know what, inflation is there.
Yeah, you need enough money. You need enough money for emergency, but don't overstore money and become super paranoid. Like, you got to use it. And the money flows in the economy. You're helping people, man. People are spending the money. People are helping them. You buy money from the nasi lemak guy. They have money for their family and stuff like that, right? So yeah. Anyways, sorry.
No, I like it. I like the fact that millennials, people at my age, we are so openly accepted to different voices in our life, where like how Thomas and Thana told us, you have to utilize your different incomes, your financial status and stuff. And at some point, we are not holding on to our perspective anymore. We are not saying that, no, I have to save money, no, I have to invest. We are not standing firm in either way. We are taking opinions, we are hearing different voices, then only we make decisions in our life. So I'm more than happy that you may think that people in our age, 20, early 20s or youngsters, we are arrogant, we are very reckless. No, actually we listen to a lot of voices, then we learn from their mistakes, then we do decisions. Yeah, I'm proud to say that. Yeah.
Spot on.
Yes.
Some comments here, Thomas. This is an interesting one. So we've got two views here. One view says cash is king, fine. Another one is cash for emergency. So there's 2 points of view there. How much cash do you need for emergency, and should you keep cash? So
yes, I absolutely feel that you need to keep cash. Sorry.
Of course.
But the thing is that why I always use like that this statement, cash is trash, is not so much I believe it's trash. It's just to shock people sometimes, to make them think that no, it's not all about it. There is a certain functionality to it, and we need to respect its. No, I'm not a financial planner, guys. So you want to get financial.
Suddenly.
This is my opinion. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Cash gives you 2 things. It gives you security, and it gives you you can buy opportunities. That's the only 2 things it does for you. But to think that it buys you, for me it gives you it gives you security.
Yep.
Okay, and it gives you opportunities, ability to buy opportunities, to secure opportunities, right? These are the only 2 functions for cash. So it's a very, and cash is king is the right word because it's a very masculine thing. Money is masculine, like cash is masculine. It's like I can protect or I can go and acquire, right? But it doesn't make your life better. Like having 1 million ringgit in a bank account doesn't make your life better because you have to spend the money. And then when you spend the money, you're going to feel like, oh, like you do the maths. Like let's say you need like 10K a month. You're not going to leave. You better hope that you don't die early. You die earlier so you don't have to be broke, So cash is king in the respective that it only does two things. It protects and it gives you opportunity to buy a house, down payment, buy stocks, invest in indexes, whatever, right? Okay, how much money do for investments, for protection? Okay, emergencies. I would say it depends on person to person. Let's say if you feel more secure, and let's say you have you have less dependence around you, maybe I would say 3 months to 6 months. If you can survive 3 months to 6 months without the income, maybe you need that much money to keep aside as emergency. You don't take that money to borrow your friends. That's for you, and that's pretty much it. You put in FD, don't touch it. Right? You want something liquid, fast, you can draw the money out anytime you need. Okay. And for those of you who are in like relationships, like you're in a husband-wife, for example, put in a joint account so anyone can draw the money out, right? That's how much I think. I think that's how much you need. You shouldn't have more than that because then the money could be used for something else. Like what if an opportunity comes by? You can buy this property, you can buy this share, or like Louis Vuitton has been like skyrocketing like crazy. Okay, so you need that much money for emergencies. Now, if you have any properties, any loans, obligations that you have, I suggest you keep maybe 2-3 months of your property loan as an emergency. Because what happens if your tenants don't pay? What happens if your tenant move out and then there's no tenant? You gotta thank the loans. So you need 3 months of emergency money to pay the bank while you go look for a new tenant, right? So I think that's around as much cash as you need lah. And then of course, insurance is a great tool to have to protect yourself from any like emergency cash, like medical bills and stuff. So please get insurance. I'm a big fan of it. I sincerely think that you shouldn't just bash your friends for doing insurance. Call them up, discuss about your insurance. So I think those are the emergency money that you need lah. And I say it with a lot of compassion because I've seen a lot of people get into a lot of trouble because they don't plan their emergency money. So yes, I say cash is trash just to wake some people up, but I don't mean that it's useless. There's a functionality to it. We use it to its maximum function. That's it.
And for my friends who are at my age, 20 something, if you don't earn enough money or you don't have any side hustles like what we mentioned just now, just try not to spend so much money that out of your control. Use your money wisely.
I think more than anything, go and pursue like Thana say, storing money, trying to save money is sometimes not as useful. I would say that what's more helpful is you go and figure it out, go and throw yourself out there. Like Rachel is actually a hustler. The first time I met her, I met her. I didn't even know I met her. I wasn't even part of Evo team. It was Malaysia Day, right? The Malaysia cast on Malaysia Day, right? I don't even know she was there. But all I know is that she went up to Bobby and said, "Hey, I want a job." And that's it. That's how it started, right? That's a hustler's mentality. Like just be brave, ask, figure it out, Yeah. Sorry, I'm just.
No, it's all. I think we're getting a lot of value in this, and again, all of you are getting value on this. Please go there, comment. You are getting value out of this, and share this out with everybody. I'm
passionately ranting. I'm sorry.
So we got Johan here. So Johan is you see behind there, he has got an RS8 there. So he says, "Is it okay to be broke in your 20s?"
Absolutely okay, man. I was broke a couple of times when 3 months into my first hustle, I couldn't pay my landlord. I got 22,000 ringgit in my credit card account, negative. All right, I cannot swap my credit card anymore. I have no money, and I'm figuring. Back then, right, my ex-girlfriend had to pay for my stuff. I was at checkout counter, and it was so embarrassing. I looked myself in the mirror in the car, in my Honda IDSI, GT IDSI, 88 horsepower, and I wanted to cry so badly because I felt so emasculated. I felt so useless that I couldn't pay for my bills. And in front of my friends, I told them I'm doing well. I couldn't even pay. And I was thinking like, hey, how am I going to eat, man? Who's going to pay for the petrol? My bank account only 150 ringgit. Or less than 20 bucks on my account. So I was broke. And in my 20s as well, man. It's okay to be broke. And the best part is, I didn't get bailed up by my parents. And that was the best thing that happened in my life because I didn't get bailed up by my parents. And so yes, I was broke, It's okay to be broke. I think more important than being broke is that are you okay to pick yourself up and just learn the lesson? Because I made a mistake with my sales career. I was good at selling, but I wasn't good at closing. And I was too afraid to close. I was like Thana was saying, I wasn't willing to face my fear of rejection. So I never asked people to say yes or no. So yes, until I learned that lesson, I had to be broke until I learned that lesson.
I'll share a personal story when I was young. My first job, I worked in Pakistan Grand in Imbi, and it was hard because I went to work there, and while working, I used my brother's shoe, and my shoe broke, and I didn't have money to buy a shoe, and I was like, I didn't want to tell my brother because I asked my mother money and stuff, But yet again, I make do, and I told myself, like, I saw myself, I look at my broken shoe, and I was like, never will I be in this position again. And you felt the pain of that. So I went back home and this is my shoe. This is a true story. This is my shoe because of after SPM, I didn't want to burden my brother or my father. And then for lunch, I would say, okay, I got to do like a 2 or 3 ringgit lunch. So I got an apple, I got bread, and that's it. And I'll go on and I'll do long shifts. And I think that if none of you have experienced hunger, pain, failure, you would not know what it feels like to be rock bottom, and that you don't want to be there. You keep putting yourself up, And people who perform the comfort zone are people who never felt rock bottom. You must feel rock bottom. You must feel what is pain. You must feel what is hunger. You must feel what is there.
I digress.
And I'm not saying go towards it. I'm not saying embrace the thing. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying that is that, you know what? If it happens, look at it as a good thing. It just happens, and you got to embrace it and get out of it. Don't fear it. By fearing going to the bottom, you want to be in a comfort zone. Don't do that. If it happens, it happens. But you are doing your best to go up. Your aim is up. But if it happens, you know what? Dude, it happened. It's okay to be broke.
Yes, that's true. I agree with that, brother. And I would say that, it's always a gift. Things happen in life is always a gift. Like, you never know. You never know, because I wouldn't able to help some of my team members who they're really facing like tough back, like zero money, and then they got children to feed kind of situation. How can I talk to them and be with them when I don't know how it's really like to don't have money in a bank account? That was the first time in my life when I was really like lucky to have very like secure family and stuff, that I had to figure out how I had to I didn't know how to eat, like survive. I had to survive off my protein powder and eating gardenia bread. That was because I was thinking like, okay, how do I save money on protein? I got protein. I need carbohydrates, so I eat gardenia bread. that was what I eat, every single day, and just figure it out, man. And then when I was expanding my business into India, I hardly had money as well. I although I was driving a BMW 1 Series, I was eating zap fan every day, economy rice, because I was no choice, ma. You take the higher purchase rate, so you're gonna figure it out, ma. So eat zap fan lah. I don't care lah. Go zap fan, take a lot of rice. Yeah.
So one more thing I thought about is EP03. In today's world, you see them. I think my kids are shouting in the background. Kids are one of the biggest thing that's, I think, the most difficult for today's environment.
Yeah.
And parents are the one that I think will pay. I mean, all of you might think that I can't teach. I'm not a teacher, but just being a tutor. I mean, your 20s, you've gone to school, spending time with them to tutor them on maths and English and stuff. That I think it's a easy opportunity. It's an easy win, and part of that also opens you to be able to plan for classes, plan for sessions, for you to be able to learn how to convince a small mind. If you can't convince a small mind to do something, I tell you can't convince an adult to buy your thing or to do something else. So I always feel that tutoring, it's a good way for people who feel weak by themselves to go into teaching others. Like small kids, could be 5-year-old, could be 10-year-old, but teach them what you know, and you build that repertoire about communications and also build up that knowledge. So Rachel, have you done any tutoring in your life?
Yes. After when I graduated from my diploma, before Horizon, there is this gap, 2 or 3 months. Now I was just thinking about my life. What should I do and what am I supposed to do? And the pandemic hits just on time, 2019. And then 2020, sorry. And I have nothing to do. So I was just thinking, I have this skill, this tiny skill. Then I decided to teach kids. and it's a very fun journey. I can say that it is the least that you can do, and then with the best income. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Teaching kids,
I was
yes.
thinking to myself, like,
Teaching
hey,
kids.
I'm gonna earn extra money. I'm working 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day. I'm disciplined enough to set aside like 5 hours a week, and do five to maybe 10 hours because you need 1 hour to set up, half an hour to set up, half an hour to wind down. 10 hours a week doing tuition for example, and let's say per kid you charge like $25, right? Per hey, you set up 10 kids, $250, man. And you know what the funny thing is? I learned that in economics, education in Malaysia and Southeast Asia apparently is a pandemic. Was it pandemic proof lah? Is less recession proof. It's more recession proof. People are still willing to pay for children education.
Exactly. Back then, when I was just thinking, what should I do? The only thing I thought was education. It is something that no one would say no to, no one would reject, and it's something that you can offer when you are out of selections and options and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good thing, man. And you look at your results and you look at, okay, which are the things that I'm confident teaching? I'm good at chemistry, but I suck at mathematics. Okay, teach chemistry.
Hey, but to be honest, you choose those kids around 5 or 6 years old. It's pretty easy only, and then you
don't have to be super smart to teach kids.
Exactly. You don't have to be super smart. You just have to teach the right things. Yes.
It's about being with them, next to them, and bring them to the skill. Because as parents, we're working. We have no time to kind of spend 2-3 hours a week, a day, for example, and yeah, people will pay. I mean, I'm a parent, I'll pay easily, because what is it to pay $300 per month?
And when you think that
especially
you can
for
never
Asian
teach
parents.
someone, I mean, when you think that you can never teach someone, how am I eligible to teach someone, to teach kids when I myself are not some kind of teacher or something? No, you just teach like normal, like how you teach your cousins at your house, like that. And then you got to gain money. Yeah.
It's a good idea. I think that don't look down on that kind of things.
Exactly.
Again, like 1 month you can net in additional 1,000 plus ringgit, 1,500.
That is exactly how much I
Again,
earn.
it's not just the
back
money.
then.
First of all, you get the money, right? Why not? You save up the money, 15K. Well, you can start yourself a project for E30. Why not? or get a W123 and fix it up, something like that, right? Or KE70, I don't know, or supplement on something that you like to do. Maybe you like to travel, whatever, right? That's a good sum of money. And the best part is when you can figure out 15,000 extra per year, for example, what's next? Right?
What's next?
Your eyes open up, your world starts opening up, right? Like you when you defeat one, and correct me if I'm wrong, like Thana and Rachel, right? When you and any guys in the comments here, right? When you defeat a fear, the biggest value is that you open up yourself to new possibilities. That's the biggest like valuable thing, right? You prove yourself that this fear is wrong. Number one, this fear has no power over me. And number two, I've got this new perspective of life, right? That's the biggest.
Yesterday there's this one of my close friend. She just graduated from her degree, and then she inboxed me. She said, Rachel, what should I do in my life? I have nothing special. I don't have any special abilities. I don't have any advantages. Am I able to make a living out there? And then I said, you have to step out in order to let yourself know what you are good at and what you're bad at. And then if you found out that you're bad at that, then you just avoid that. And luckily, if you found out that you're good at that, then you just have consistent on that, and then you'll make a good living of it. Yeah.
And I think you made a good point about consistency. So we got Shunjing here says teaching kids to hustle. Any tips to avoid getting scammed?
Shunjing's my high school friend. Yeah. Hey man, hey Shunjing. What's up, man?
Hi, Shunjing.
He became a biker, man. Solid. He's a big hardcore biker. He bikes all around Thailand and stuff. Hardcore biker.
If you're teaching, obviously you're getting money upfront. So I think that's fine, not an issue. But I think most importantly is that when you start out with people you know about, your friends, families, start out small rate, build up your repertoire, become comfortable at it, and then I would say go ahead. Now, what do you think?
Of course.
I think he mean the other way around. It's like teaching kids like this to have side hustle. Any tips on how to avoid getting scammed? Yeah. My only concern is never share your personal information too much. And then when the third party asks you to transfer money in order for you to continue anything else, Never. Because my friend, a lot of my friend kena before, earn money from home, like 10 ringgit per, we have those articles where you type, transcribe and stuff. Yeah, and then they say, earn money from home, 10 ringgit per transcribe and stuff. And then, okay, they go and inbox, and then they said, hi, how can I get money from it? And then they say, okay, first you have to register yourself as a member in our website. Registration fees is 100 ringgit. Then you got a lot of opportunities out there to do transcribe. That's when you are getting scammed. Never share your information, and number two, never transfer any money to third party.
Yeah. So Bob Young says, Rachel, don't worry. You are surrounded by awesome people.
Of course.
I think Sunjing was asking a question also. I think maybe it's another perspective to it. It's like how do you make sure you don't get scammed by other online gurus and teachers and stuff like that? Maybe that's how I'm trying to interpret this language, this question. I think never get on the point where you think that the gurus or the teachers' skills are more important than you. Okay, whatever they teach you is
That's very important.
You got to believe in yourself. And people are susceptible to scams when they don't believe in themselves. Right? I've been in I cannot before lah, put this way. But what I'm trying to say is that if the guru is saying to you is that if you don't have this, you don't have what I'm teaching you, you're gonna fail, right? Then don't think there's a shortcut.
Yeah.
Don't let a guru convince you there's a shortcut. Okay, everything requires time to learn. You talk to some of the best insurance agents out there. They have to learn. They have to go through. And look, some of you may or may not know, the viewers. I'm involved in network marketing and direct selling, and I'm the first person who will tell you that if you think you can make money in the first 1 month or 3 months in the business, you must be crazy. I will tell people a realistic expectation is 6 months before you earn a decent income. Why? Because you got to learn. You got to learn, man. You got to learn something new. You got to learn how to sell. You got to learn how to get rejected. You got to learn how to deal with your emotions. So I think the only way you can avoid being scammed is to be realistic with yourself, the time frame, and don't look for the shortcut, man. Don't look for the shortcut. Yeah. There are tools that will improve your life, but the tools are useless if you don't believe in yourself and over relying on the tool, right? And just commit yourself to a path that you want to go to, lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
So I hope that
question.
helps.
It was
Hope
a
that
good
helps.
question.
So we got some comments here again. We've got Rachel is millennial man.
Of course. Millennial is 2000, right? Yeah.
Yes, she is. Okay. We got Lavindran. For some money is everything. You die means people gonna burn real money for you.
For some people, money is everything. You die means people are gonna burn. Well,
You don't remember the gift.
it's a very Chinese thing.
So, Bobby Young, always a question.
Woo! V8 or V12?
Don't know yet. But think
Don't know
about it. Let me fix up my E30 first. That's my project. I'm gonna finish the project. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Rachel is smarter than me by 20 times. Okay.
But I want to just send a message out because Joanna asked a question of being broke, and Thana talked about it, talk about him sewing shoes and stuff, and talk about being rock bottom. I just want to add something to that, is that the illusion, sometimes we're so afraid to lose things. We're so afraid to be in the losing side. But if you think about it, even today, right, I'm very comfortable, I'm very blessed. By God's grace, I'm really blessed today to have what I have. But I know at any time, if I sometimes we get so upset about things happen to us, right? And we think about it the worst case scenario is, if you think of losing money versus you losing your mom or your dad. I know it sounds morbid, right? And I heard this from Gary Vee, and it was the same mentality I had. I was like, I can be broke, I can be bankrupt, but my mom and dad is alive and my loved ones are around, I'm fine. No, really, I think about it, I'm fine. No,
Nothing much to lose.
Yeah, I mean, I can still spend time with them. I can still be a poor guy, a bankrupt guy, but life will be somewhat miserable. But I still got them. So if you think of something worse than broke, right, then you suddenly become okay, and you suddenly become a bit more fearless. And that's how I charged into India. I went into India to start the business because, hey, if I'm broke, man, whatever, I'll figure it out. My mom and dad's life, You know, my people I love are still around. You know, that time my grandma, grandpa is still around now. They both passed away. God bless their souls. But you know, and to just to think like, hey, it's okay to be broke. And if you're okay with that, right, suddenly you realize that you have nothing to lose. You really have nothing to lose, you know, except the more important things in life. I think it's in a way trying to change the perspective that there are more important things in life than just money. You know, yeah. So I hope, Johan, I'm sending a message out to you. Don't worry about the brokenness, especially a young guy like you. You're such great work ethics, and you do what you
don't
love.
be worried about being broke. It's just part and parcel of life, and we got to embrace it. I remember when I was 24 years old, many years ago. Yeah, I went to Brickfields, and I actually went through, was it 24, 23? I forgot. I was early 20s, like as same age as Rachel, I think. And as it was gone through a breakup, and I went to Brickfields, and there was Westside Day, and Westside Day Brickfields is a big event, isn't it? So I walked up. I was very morbid. I was very depressed. I was walking up the stores they had there, and there was this particular card that I saw. It just struck me, and and again, I'm not saying about Buddhism, whatever, but it just said life is a continuous mistake. And I was like, and there was a monk that said, "What do you mean life is a continuous mistake?" And he said, "Well, in Buddhism, they feel that karma and all that stuff." But what I took out of it is that the fact we are living, we are born to make mistakes, learn from them, keep improving them, and that is life. Life gives you lessons, and you fail to get up. You know, if you want life to be all perfect, that isn't life. There's no way to live life. That isn't life at all. It's as good as you being dead, because you're not motion. There's nothing to it. You know, failure is life. Failure is part of life. You have to embrace it. And you know,
there's a saying that came from a mentor once, like you don't want to fall down. I got an idea for you. Never get up. Fall down, never get up. Just stay down, lie down. It's true. You'll never fall down again.
Yeah.
That's
right.
beautiful.
And for most people in their life, they fall down once and twice in their life, and they make it so significant in their life. And but then you want to have all the great things in life, this car to drive, travel here, help more people, do philanthropy. But you want to get there, you're gonna fall down thousands of times, man. You know? Yeah. See my
You know how Bobby is my boss, and then whenever I did something wrong, I keep on saying sorry. So sorry, Bobby. Sorry, Bobby. Bobby said, "Don't say sorry to me. You fixed it. You fixed the problem."
Yeah. And it's okay, you know. And that's the point. Like we embrace failure. And it's okay.
Instead of
it's
you
okay to
whining
fail.
all over and then stay at the same place, you do changes. You fix the stuff. You fix the situation. Yeah. Make changes.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. I think that's a very important message. We're going to go for a quick break now. We'll come back. We are inching onto a 1 hour mark. We're going to take more questions and go through a few more comments. Hey, beautiful, what's your name?
Gucci.
Oh, no wonder I see. Gucci, I miss you.
She's a beautiful
Maybe you
cat.
have to work, okay? Shh.
Okay, guys. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. Stay tuned. And this is a good one.
Marvelous. Artificial intelligence skin.
That's it.
That was the Evo car wash, as well as the extended warranty from GMR. You know, if you own a car, you want to get more bang for your buck, and you're scared about failing, right? Well, don't be scared. As what Thomas said, money is only for two things: good for security and opportunities. The security here comes from insurances. You got to have insurance to secure yourself from unseen things, and opportunities. Cars give you, I think, opportunities. By having a nice car, an enthusiast car, whatever car it can be an old Corolla, whatever. You meet people, you make networks, and that's how I see my cars. It opens up spaces for you to meet people. I saw a video once. Bobby said, "If you're a graduate, go get a Z4," and that's right. If you can afford to buy cash Z4, buy a Z4, because why?
I got a better idea. Get,
Why?
get yourself a EW123. It's more reliable. And no. Here's the reason why. Or E30. No. Here's the reason why. You're going to be
Why?
way cooler than your friends who drive a Myvi. Okay. Number two.
Oh yeah.
Number two, you can go car meets. People still love your car. Number three, networking. You drive it. No, there's
Yeah,
so many. I meet so
absolutely.
many friends or people in Damansara Heights who've some very successful entrepreneurs, like investors, son. They're like, oh, my dad used to own that car, and then we became friends. So
Right,
this one, the W123, probably more than the Z4. So I differ from Bobby. The
I see.
W123 or the E30, because back in the days, those were the car. Like you own a W123, you're the freaking boss, man. You're baller, right? You know, or you own the E30, you're freaking. You can buy a terrace house in Bandar Utama, but you're going to buy an E30. You're damn baller, right? You know.
And I guess the baller mentality is like if you have a W123, but put a baller rim on it. Wow, my God!
Yeah.
Or you put a baller paint
And when you drive that car around this place, you park aside, have a coffee. Someone might strike you a conversation, and you might talk to someone who's very wealthy and someone who can grant you opportunities you never know because you drove a W123. You know. So that's my input. But yes, sorry, I just want to interrupt that because yes, Z4 is smart, but I would get the W123 for opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also of the fan of getting older is cooler. Something about old cars, the character is there. It's like you can't buy that today. It's something that's not.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So again, going on to our session, I guess we spoke earlier about things like going online and doing stuff that, and you have certain amount of, I guess, I wouldn't say smart, but some people are smart, like, you know, some people are like, they are savvy and they can do stuff protocol on the computer. Some are good in other things. And I think the other aspect which I've seen coming out today was on product creation or white labeling. It's a big thing now. People are actually selling stuff online. And the idea is you don't have to make a product. You can take other people's product or money. That's a term called OPP, other people's product, which is very commonly used in, I think, the business development. You know, you don't have to have your own product. You can use other people's property, other people's money, other people's whatever it is. The song OPP is something else altogether different. But yeah, using someone else's stuff, you can make a lot of stuff, money in the sense. And one of it was, I think, fruit and other exotic items. This again is just an idea that I had. Yeah. And I see people who are pre-ordering durians and dragon fruits and almonds.
My friend my age is selling durians right now.
Yeah. Maybe going to share how his experience, what is he doing? Is he doing very well?
He's doing quite well, you know. People right now, they're staying at home and then their mouth is very itchy. They wanted to eat something. And then durian is very rare. Yeah, and then my friend my friend is so outstanding where everyone is selling products and stuff. And then he's the one selling durians. Imagine that. Can you imagine that?
Hey, Rachel,
like,
can give the number. I want to order.
Okay. Yeah.
You see, it's amazing because you know what, people are at home during the pandemic, and this is the best time for you to develop this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Exotic, you want to try something different, and people who pre-order, you're not going to make any loss. It's pre-order stuff, zero loss, clean profits. You got Lala Move, Grab Express. You got so many ways to deliver them to this market. The best time to enter this sort of business.
And the margin is high, actually.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and this is good for some people who perhaps like say, I don't have the capital to start any business. You don't need any capital. You just need some hustle. You need some work.
Yes.
The farmers need someone to connect. The farmers, if they sell to Pemborong, they're gonna get like crap, like, you know, like not say crap lah. They're gonna get Pemborong price lah. But if you can link directly to the customer, you can mark up a little bit higher. You know, they sometimes they are happy to let go a little bit more. You know, maybe small volume, but you know they can get. Let's say the durian is, let's say for example, 10 ringgit. You can sell 15 ringgit for him, and then you pocket another 5 ringgit. Why not? You know,
and that is what my family members are doing right now. Yeah, they're staying at home. Then they're very boring, and then they went to Pasar Borong, and then they communicate with this one seller, and then say, since no one is visiting you, why not you give me your number? And then I take picture of all your vegetables and fruits, and then I sell online. Then we gain commissions from there. I'm arranging also. So yeah, that's great. You gain quite a nice income from that, you know.
I think what Tom said was important because don't look at it as making only 5 ringgit or 10 ringgit.
Yes.
It's the fact
it's a number game.
Mentality, and then you go to other things, and that could be something else altogether. You know, the mindset is more important than the income. And if you're under 30, the best time for you to start this hustling mentality.
Yeah. Hey, don't look down on fruits, man. My dad's friends were all selling fruits. Hey, these buggers, man, they are some tycoon, man. They think they sell banana. I laugh at him. Oh, it's buggers sell banana. You know, my people, no, my dad's are selling like dragon fruit right now. He's selling like pineapples. I tell you, fruits are ridiculous margins. It is,
Exactly. Yes,
and people
you are
want
right.
fruit. People need fruits.
One is fruits and one is vegetables. Never
Vegetables. Oh my
underestimate.
god.
Yes.
I
never
tried going
under-
vegan for a while and I realized my budget just went out of whack by being vegan. I said, I'm gonna eat meat again, man. Vegan's so expensive, man. Jeez. Yeah.
It's funny because I'm in this off-road group, and one of the guy has got a durian orchard, and the thing is that every year when he's got produce coming out, he will just message his friends, do you want some? And we all order and it'll be sold out. So he sells just by friends, and it's more than enough to cover his entire supply chain. And this happened because of the pandemic. Earlier it would be like going to the wholesaler, whatever, but now because of this pandemic, he got things the other way around, and it worked out better for him because he's going to the end consumer, he's packing it from Johor to KL. But you know what? Isn't that fantastic? You get to go and meet your audience, in the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And
Great.
Last but not least is obviously I believe that wherever you are, there is an opportunity, and that's true of the fact that local power, and we forget about this because wherever you are, like Rachel, you are in Erin, Kepong, Selayang side, whatever. I'm near Pandan and he's in Monkera. I'm not sure this Monkera somewhere there, Damansara, but all of us have got something in our community, and more important in today's climate of 10 km being stuck. People can't go out and people can't connect to those people who are the small-time business owners. There is Grab, there is Lala Food, there is all this stuff there, but there are people who are not connected. And if you just again do pre-orders, local desserts, local foods, and again pre-ordering is a big thing. Pre-order, get the phone number, as what Rachel says. Call them up. You'll be surprised how much of hassle you do, because doing a small video on TikTok doesn't cost you money, correct? And you send it out to a WhatsApp group, and next thing you know, it's viral. It goes to God knows where. And right now, I get messages from guys that I called up a guy the other day to do roof fixing, because I went to TikTok. This guy doing roof fixing on TikTok. I want to call you, and I called him up. He said, "Boss, saya kat nilai lah." So can you imagine the power of social media? It's a great thing, and yeah, if you use it, you never know what you can get.
Yes, you're right.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, I want to talk about food, right? This is one of my viewers. His name is MJ Won, and this is a shout out to him. He actually operates a chicken rice recipe. He doesn't have he's a cloud kitchen. He started his business.
I
doing
saw your
MCO.
story.
Yeah, so freaking good because it's his grandma's recipe. This guy loves cooking, and real hustler, man, real hustler. He's doing pretty well from what I understand, and I ate his chicken rice.
How does it taste?
Good.
Does it come with
I
soup?
already ordered 3 times. I think it's going to be. I'm really thinking about my 4th, 5th, 6th times already. It's a Hainanese kampung chicken rice, and he's a great example of bringing something local. Because food, you must understand, for Malaysians, food is just not just to fill our stomach. Okay, Malaysians, food means something to us in certain way, right? So for certain food is like very very family kind of food, right? And for example, like chicken rice, for example, I have a Hainanese grandma, and when she cooks chicken rice, it reminds me of my grandma, So sometimes we are stuck at home, we're like, oh, I miss my grandma. And subconsciously, you look at the Hainanese chicken rice, and the color looks the same, the preparation looks the same. It's like, hey, I miss my... And then you buy it. Like, who cares? Who cares? It's 55 ringgit for 2-person. Idiot, right? And just want to put a perspective, because don't look down at food. Don't look down at fruits. All these things mean more than just the digestive value or nutritional value.
It is also something that connects everyone together.
Yeah. So for example, food is a great one. And this guy, MJ Won, he was offered a great job. Like, he was offered a corporate job. He said no to it. And he just continued building his chicken rice empire. And I tell you, his sauces, the thing that makes a good chicken rice, and for Hainanese chicken rice, is the good chili sauce, good ginger sauce, and a good rice. And this guy nails it. So good. I love it. I'm not recommending because I was paid any money, but it was just so delicious. My grandma's Hainanese chicken rice is the best. I won't kid you. But the same concept is there, like picking the right chicken, Using the right chicken for the stock makes the rice, like that's actually good, but the point is, like, this guy's a hustler. He's a great example of a hustler. Like, he turned down a job because he had passion in what he did as well, yeah.
Rachel to provide durian, Thomas to provide chicken rice.
Not me. That's MJ won, or chicken by one, basically.
So we got Derek here, great sharing, Thomas, Thana, Rachel, experience being broke in my 20s, took my way to be a tech senior, and finally could afford my own car and got my Corolla manual a year ago.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's the way, man.
You're doing great in your life, bro.
So Derek, you may have not known, but my youth was also into tax. I was a tax guy for a long time in my youth, until I came into the MNC environment. Because Alvin, you here, I'm thinking how to have a side hustle, and I just don't know what I can do. With 20,000-ish saving in FD, should I just continue to put in FD or use the money to pursue for any other business opportunities?
Don't take it all for business opportunity. Don't ever put it out. Because when you take any business opportunity, you need to be a pessimist. What if you lose everything?
Yeah.
Now, of course, you can earn your money back and stuff, but like okay, I would say that, like I said earlier, how much money you need to survive 3 months if anything happens to you, all right, and including being able to pay your loans for 3 months, your lifestyle and your loan obligations, your liabilities. You keep that cash and FD 3 months. The rest you can spend. 3 to 6 months, depending on your comfort level. I'll say 6 months to be super comfortable. 3 months is to be a bare minimum, like bone minimum. Like, you think about it. If I invest in business, can I tahan? If I have no income for 6 months, can I tahan in this business? Can I still keep doing it? So that's the idea. So don't spend it all there. Again, like what Thana said, like the durian food, all these things. You don't need to spend money at all. It's like zero cash up front.
My mentality is that you don't need money to start hustling. Because if your business side is so good, people will put money into you. But the thing is, like, you always think that money is the root of all answers. Actually, it's not. It's about how creative you are, how you push, how you hustle. That's, I think, is more important. Anthony Montano says, waiting for my durian to arrive. I have no idea what you're talking about. Is your friend?
No, that means that he also ordered durian lah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, so I got a few more comments over here. My friend's dad is a fruit seller, and he bought a 2014 Mini JCW 231 crossover when it first came out. Oh, see?
Hey, don't blame me, man. I tell you. You know that funny picture went on social media recently, like the G63 and the guy selling lychee? Okay,
Yeah.
They're like, oh, this guy must have gone broke. You got to sell lychee. I laugh at them. I think like, this bugger, they're selling lychee, makes so much freaking money. They got nothing better to do. They go and sell lychee on the road. Hey, farmers, I tell you, farmers make money. Like, if there's one thing we need in the world, is food. Food is you cannot go broke with food. And the prices of vegetables and like Rachel said, the vegetables and fruits is ridiculous. Yeah. So don't look down on farmers, man.
So and there's mushrooming at home. Yeah, mushroom is also a good thing you get into. We're going to do a plug now with Gary Chin. Gary Chin says, mycookingstory.com. I've never been to the website before. I don't know what it's all about. But
cookware.
Cookware, is it?
Website already. Yeah.
Okay. It's a free plug for you, Gary Chin. You're not paying us money, but next time you see Thomas and I, please buy us Milo Ice. And Yikan says, "Woi, chicken rice, mana." We're going to share a for speed. My Sassel MCO is learn how to repair cars, which will help me reduce my expenses by a lot. Also started my channel to expand. So for speed, obviously, it's a YouTube channel and learning to repair cars. And I think it's about if it's saving money, learning a new skill. It's also a way. But I think learning skills one thing, but also I think people fall into the false pretense that they need something to do something else. He said, oh, you know what, I can't do because I must go learn the skill. I can't do because I must have this. I can't do, I must buy the best mic. Or I can't do a YouTube because I must have the best camera. It's always excuses out there. But you know what, this is about making money. It's not about, nothing wrong about learning a skill, but you want to do it today. Don't have excuses about, I got to go do something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, sorry, I'm not anybody, but don't wait.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right. No, what people say that when I'm ready for a business, you're never ready for it. You have no idea what
you're
you're
ready.
going to sign up for, man.
Exactly. You know, whenever my
do a
friend
hustle.
says, I want to start a business, but I need to get ready for it. You
Oh, you're
just
never
have to
ready,
do
man.
it. You
You're
know,
never
you never
ready.
get ready. Yeah.
Hey, like you ask any parents, man, are you ready for kids? I
Oh
don't think
my-
anybody's ready for kids, man. Yeah. So someone's asking about the chicken, so I just dump it over there. That's where I get my chicken.
Great, great,
Yeah.
great.
So Chicken
Yeah.
by One. I actually want to go and look up this site here, and I think it's I'm actually intrigued now.
Hey, watch his story, man. He did a video on his story. You can
Oh,
really feel the
awesome.
sincerity of how he was speaking over there. He was trying to replicate his grandma's recipe, and for that, I kind of. But his story is quite cool. Grandma teach him lah. I love cooking as well, and my dad's side grandma passed, and sadly I didn't learn much recipes from her. I wish I did more. You know, yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah.
We're gonna do a free plugin for Mr. What's his name again? Your friend's name?
Who's that?
Your friend's name. So this is Chicken by One.
Chicken by One. Hey, he's a car lover too. He's a Evo. He watches one of our channels as well. So hustling, man. Hey, don't laugh at don't think you sell chicken rice. You never know. This bugger one day will come
But you
with
can see he's putting so much effort.
a lot of effort.
Look at the pictures, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. The food seriously good. The ginger is epic. The chili sauce is good. The right amount of spiciness and saltiness and the sweetness is just the chicken. The sauce is amazing. Yeah.
And people forget that I think in Horizon and Evo Club, a lot of what we do is also help our members. We do a lot of support structure for a lot of us, all our car guys. So
best part about chicken by one is halal. It's halal. Yeah.
So you got a good book here. Thomas, myself, just reach out to us. We will help you in any way we can to build a business. So again, we are talking for 1.5 hours. It's supposed to be a 1 hour show. We go to happens all the time, man. All the time.
I give up already. When I talk here, I just say
1 hour,
2 hours lah, whatever lah.
Oh yeah, guys, please search Rachel Chan on YouTube, Instagram,
Thank
Facebook,
you.
TikTok. Follow her. Her TikTok is amazing.
If you guys follow my Instagram, you see the picture with nice picture of me. It's all Rachel take picture. She coached me how to take nice picture. So she has a good skill. I gotta admit it. I used to make all these influencers take nice picture about that. So to take a good picture, you need skills. Okay.
You know what?
You need skills.
I called up Rachel. I mentioned Rachel a month ago. Was it you or someone else? And I asked, how do you add few videos onto TikTok? Like TikTok video from I thought it was like you record and then that's it, one take. You see, I didn't know you could do few clips put together. Took me a while. Oh, it was Bing. So I asked Bing, and then Bing like, just add few videos, and then I felt silly.
It is never that easy.
The point is, I think Rachel, if you do a class on TikTok, you know what? I think people will attend. Maybe 10 ringgit, but you know what? I can get you 30 guys to sign up for you to do a half an hour video about online video about how to do TikTok. I will sign up.
I need to spend more time on it already. Oh my god.
Hey, it's an actual skill. It's not just
true.
a fun thing. It's actual skill, man.
Actual skill, We got Chuyang. Oh, my side hustle during lockdown is to face my fears of being a salesperson and sell cars. You sell cars good, bro. I think it's not a fear for you. You're doing a good job.
Shout out to Chuyang.
Yeah. If you're in Penang, please drop by when the MC is over.
Drop the top cafe.
Okay.
Cars and Copy.
Hey, as for Chu Yang, right? I think what I want to shout out for him is that he's very committed to the cars they sell. A lot of people just want to make a quick buck. And I think truthfully, as a recon or as a used car sales, like they can make more money by just bringing any kind of cars and selling it. But they're so committed to the cars they pick, they nitpick their cars like crazy. And any car you find and drop the top in the showroom, you walk around, you get in and out, immaculate condition. And I'm sure you jack it up, you look underneath also, you find immaculate condition.
Exactly.
That's the they're not the cheapest in town, but they find the best specs and they find the best conditions, and they don't hanky panky lah. And I think like they could have made it more profitable, but they're not. They're really curating the right cars. I do respect that as well. Yeah, that's
you talk about curating. I like the fact Chuyang does the whole when they present the car to the new owner, the whole session about they come and
it's an occasion, right?
Not only when they present their cars to others, and when I mentioned that I wanted to buy cars, and then Chu Yang personally messaged me, and then he said, if you want to buy a car, I will inspect for you personally, and then after I check everything else and it's fine, then only I'll pass the car to you. It's like the dedication to cars, you can see. Thank you, Chu Yang.
So we got a few more hustle tips here, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. We got Gobavinash Siga Money, which is I'm going to start giving one-to-one lessons, but MCO is in the way. Yes, it's a skill you have, and they're not cheap. They're not cheap lessons, guys. Definitely go out there, and you never know. I'm trying to push through here. Bobby Young again. The best salesmen are those that share instead of sell.
So I'll take the cue to keep quiet now, because the more I talk, the show will drag longer. Okay.
We love hearing all the stories from you.
Okay, we got another shout out here from Gabriel Rods. Chicken rice, fried chicken rice. Instagram, norms like mine. Again, I don't know, but go and check it out. We're all here to help out. And we've got STX Speed Tribe X. Yo, Thomas, how are you? Haven't seen you and your Sienna in a long time. So SpeedX Tribe does the TikTok videos, quite interesting. Do go and check him out. And Bobby says, drop the top coffee. So I think, I don't want to just kind of cut this here, but definitely I think, Thomas, we got to come back again and do a whole session, because we spoke today about, I guess, some hustling tips for the under 13, things we can do as a youth to go out there and make some money. And today's topic was more about the mindset, about changing your approach to looking at opportunities and what you can do. At the same time, about we spoke about saving up the 20% for investing, but I think I want to talk to you more about how to invest, where to invest. I think a lot of people see you as a role model in the Horizon Group, in the Evo Cup. And
I'm not nearly as successful by a lot of people's standards now, like for people I know, and I'm not nearly there,
You are, Thomas, you are.
But for the people, all the mentors I learned from, I'm not nearly as close to them.
So anyway, thanks for joining us for today. And as always, please share our videos. You can go check out
tomorrow live also. Tomorrow live also.
So today is obviously Thursdays. I'm doing my channel. Friday is with Thomas. You can check out Thomas's Talk Gear. Talk Gear tomorrow. What's happening, Thomas?
Tomorrow, we're going to talk about, I'm going to bring in someone who is passionate in a specific car. The car starts with the P. We just confirmed tomorrow we're going to talk about Porsche. Why is it the best all-rounder sport car? Question mark.
Nice.
All right. We're going to bring in Adrian, who is a Porsche. They call him the Porsche lover, and he himself owned 2 Porsches and has owned 3 before in his life, and very, very enthusiastic about Porsches. So we even have a channel called the Porsche Lover Channel. So we're going to have him tomorrow. We're going to talk about why Porsches are the best all-rounder sports cars. Question mark. So come in and argue with us too. Okay?
The answer is yes. You should all get a Porsche in your life. And again, as before we go off, please go to Horizon page, support all of us. I like Horizon the fact because we got a very amount of talents in there. We've got Fadil, we've got Nas, we've got Bobby, we've got Con, we've got Thomas, we've got Rachel, we've got Bang, we've got HP, we've got, I'm missing out names now, Chuyang, Alex Stamrock, Thomas Yap, so we've got a lot of talents, a lot of views on a lot of matters. And definitely it's a family, I love my guys in Horizon. It's a family.
I love you too.
And how are you this? Okay, guys. Okay, cheers.
Okay.
And
thank you so much for inviting, Thana.
Okay, bye.
Love you guys. Peace out.